Just how bad can a relationship get? Ask 23-year-old Brandon Berrott from Baytown. He has lived a virtual nightmare at the hands of his ex-girlfriend. He was charged with 8 different crimes and arrested multiple times after that ex-girlfriend pretended to be him on social media and on the phone. She was threatening a judge and also claimed his mother was bribing that judge, all under Brandon's name. Marie Garcia has now been arrested and faces several charges. Brandon and his attorney, Carl Moore, joins me now with this story. Brandon, it's just unbelievable that you endured all of this. You were charged 8 times, arrested multiple times, all because she did this, according to investigators now, because she's been arrested and charged with it. What was life like for you going through all of that?
It was horrible. It was a disaster to me, my family, my son. It was just real horrible for us to go through this, for me to be innocent and still have to go through the whole process. But luckily they got her and she's going down for it.
Now there's always some scorn, some woman's scorn there. What was her problem? What was she angry about that you know of?
She wanted me to relinquish my rights to my daughter, wanted me to sign up my rights, and I didn't want to. And I told her I wasn't going to, and that's when all this started going about.
Carl Moore, you're his attorney, and he was cleared of all charges today, thanks to you. I mean, this is mind-blowing that he was arrested multiple times and accused of, what, 8 crimes, and now he's cleared, but all was orchestrated, allegedly, according to prosecutors, by this woman.
Well, she confessed to doing it, so the writing is on the wall. Due to the hard work of the Harris County Sheriff's Office, as well as Chief Prosecutor Brittany Cooper, justice prevailed today and all the charges were dismissed.
As an attorney representing this client, how disturbing is this to you? How egregious is this that someone could face all of these charges, be arrested multiple times, and it's someone else pretending to be them on social media, on the phone, any avenue that they have in order to blame him?
It's very unfair, and I was explaining to his mother earlier that if she wouldn't have had the resources to pay for his defense, then he would probably still be in custody. So it's very disturbing that someone could be falsely accused at the hands of someone else through social media, and it just makes us all aware of the fact that we need to be more conscious of what's going on social media.
Now, what were some of the things that she did in your name, and how was she able to, I guess, pretend to be you on social media?
What she did was she made fake Facebook accounts, had fake Instagrams, and had fake numbers that she was using, pretending to be me, using my identity. She was sending my other child's mother messages, threatening her, my son, and I don't know how she did it, but she did it.
And she also was able to do that with phone calls as well.
Yes, sir.
Now, how did she do that? I mean, she doesn't have the same voice that you have, right?
She had apps, and what she would do is she would call people, and she wouldn't say nothing. She would just sit there and hang up. Or she would send them text messages from different numbers, pretending to be me, threaten people. She got the judge involved. She jeopardized my mom, trying to ruin her career, and it was just a nightmare for us.
It seemed like she had a lot of time on her hand.
Yes, sir.
This was a lot of work to do.
Yes, sir.
To be cleared of all these charges now, what are you feeling like?
I feel good. I had a good attorney. He really helped me out. The prosecutor and DA did, and the detective, they really helped us on this case. They listened to us and really.
Now, Carl, obviously this is a case that is very involved, and he's been cleared of charges because of your work and others, but he's lost thousands of dollars, and it's still on his record. You have to have that exonerated, just totally thrown out. What can you do as an individual to avoid this kind of stuff? What advice would you give to people out there?
Stay away from crazy people to begin with. But
no, we can't do that. We like them crazy sometimes.
Right.
But go ahead.
To be honest, there wasn't much he could have done. She went out of her way to impersonate him and make these false accusations against him and threaten the judge. And so there's really not a whole lot you can do other than be patient, as he and his family were, and fight until you get exonerated. And
but for those who don't have the resources out there, What do they do?
Pray. And hopefully you can get an attorney that's competent that will do everything he can or he or she can in order to protect your rights and see that justice is served. Other than that, there's not a whole lot you can do other than just trying to maintain your innocence and don't fold. Never once did Brandon waver in his innocence. He told me from day one he didn't do it, and I believed him, and his family was willing to support him to the fullest extent, and so it turned out great for him.
And what kind of charges is she facing now at this point?
She's facing impersonating charges, I think 3 impersonating charges, and then she's facing also a felony charge of retaliation.
Brandon, are you going to do crazy background checks before you date the next one?
Yes, sir, I will.
My God. Well, glad you're cleared and you don't have to go through this. This is just mind-blowing out there. We see what's going on in the country when it comes to men victimizing women. We rarely see an extreme case like this where women are victimizing men in this case. But we want to thank you for coming on The Fast Factor.